Hope you are doing well. In this presentation, we'll see what rational and irrational numbers are. Let's start with rational numbers. Rational number is any real number that can be written in the form p by q, where p and q are integer numbers, and q must not equal to 0. But wait, what is this p by q means? Suppose any number x, then this x should be expressed in p by q form. Here, 2.5 is a rational number because it can be represented in the p by q form as 10 by 4. It's not necessary that every rational number has only one p by q form. There can be multiple p by q forms present for a rational number. A number is only called rational if it satisfies two properties. The first is, the number should be terminating and non-recurring, or the number should be non-terminating and recurring. Let's see the difference between these two terms. Suppose 9 by 6, it's equal 1.5, and suppose 1 by 3, it's equal 0.333, and this 3 will repeat forever. Here, 1.5 is ended immediately after the first digit of the decimal. That's why it's called terminating, and in 1.5, there is no repetition is seen. That's why it's called non-recurring. But in 0.333, the 3 will never ends. It will repeat forever. That's why it's called non-terminating. And there is some repeated pattern seen. The 3 is repeating. That's why it's called recurring. Hope you have understood this. Now let's see what are irrational numbers. Irrational number is a real number that cannot be written in p by q form. Again, what is this p by q? Any irrational number, let's say x, then x, should not equal to p by q. Before going ahead, I want to ask you a question. Pi is expressed in circumference by diameter, that is p by q form. Then, why don't we call pi as a rational number? Now, come back to our point. Irrational numbers are always non-terminating and non-recurring. Let's take only example to understand this. As you know, pi never terminates. It goes forever. It has no ending. That's why we call it non-terminating. And in pi, there is no repeating pattern is seen. That's why we call it non-recurring. All the other irrational numbers are also like pi. We will stop here. See you in the next video. Till then, bye.